Welcome back to Healthy Living with Christina Shangwa. Yay! This is like such a nostalgic moment for me because it's been a year since I started shooting YouTube videos, and yes, it's been a year. I started on the 1st of April. That's the day I launched my first video, and I think the 1st or 2nd of April, and I am, my word, I'm very emotional, hence me, shooting this video kind of on my own. It's kind of like a YouTube birthday situation, and I just wanted to say congratulations to you, Christina Shangwa. Congratulations to you, Healthy Living with Christina team. Congratulations to you, Healthy Living subscribers, family, whatever it might be. I'm just so grateful to every person who's been of such great support to me, and so that's what we are doing today. Okay, so before I go even further, it's not too late to be a part of the Healthy Living family, so make sure to like, share and subscribe. I know I seem a little more somber because it just hit me. Okay, so initially this wasn't the idea for the video, but then the moment the camera started rolling, I feel like I couldn't get over like just sharing how much it means to me, how much a year doing this has been like, right? So that's basically what this video is going to be about. So I'm really just freestyling as I do most things. I like to believe I'm one of those click record and it'll just flow kind of people. So I think for me, I think the initial video, the intro video to this, I was literally wearing this shirt. I don't know, before my daughter ministered to it, but I was initially wearing this shirt when the famous ta and all that just came rolling out. So yeah, so I'm someone who's always been a leader, like in many capacities. I've always had the privilege to oversee people. I've always had the privilege to be at a certain place in life where I can directly impact people. But then over time I have gotten busier. I'm literally like miles and miles away from where I initially was born and was raised. So I wanted a platform that I could touch many people at the same time, right? And that I could answer many questions. So most of these videos are actually that they are frequently asked questions, and people, some of the things that people would like to see, what's on my heart, what's I believe the Lord is leading me to do. So it's been such a blessing. I'm extremely emotional. If I cry at some point, please don't judge. I just wish I could convey in words just how much it has meant to me. I never thought this is what was going to happen all my life. I never knew I was going to do this, honestly. So there are several moments in my life I wish I had at least a hint, and I would have vlogged, my wedding, I really do wish I had known earlier, but it all started last year. Like, it just felt it heavy on my heart. I'm someone who's very time sensitive. I'm very consistently aware of my time. The Bible tells us that it's a prayer, Lord, teach us to number our days. And for me, I live it. I really do live it. So I found myself in a place where I was taking a break from I was just free. I had a lot of free time, not really, but I had more free time than usual, and so I really wanted to impact people. And I've tried this, I tried it on Facebook, I tried different platforms, and I discovered that I love writing. I really do. And for most of my videos I try to write a script. But so yes, I also discovered I love just sitting and chatting with people. So yes, and I'm not someone who, growing up, I've never had an issue with being before people. I wasn't very nervous or shy. Not that I don't get, I do. And one of those things is when I'm caught off guard, like this moment, these words just running out of my mouth. And so I really just wanted to help. I really just wanted to help people. I'm someone who has sometimes been referred to as God's favorite child because of how certain things have gone in my life. And I really do wish I could sit down and have a moment to just explain to people. There's a song I love, it's called Success by S02EP7 from her new album Omwala, and I love it because I can relate. Many people just see like the end product, they don't really get to see what happens in the background, and I really wish people could see, like, you know, where some of the heart behind some things. I'll give an example. For my birthday, I filmed like a get ready with me. I was doing more like of a full beat, and people were genuinely surprised, like, oh, I never knew you actually like makeup, because I'm usually like just in my face, as in literally right now there's nothing on my face. I would have loved to. I mean, I love it. I love makeup. I would do it. I would be in makeup like 24/7. Then my skin really suffered, and I started to research, and I noticed that some of the products I was using, I used to tell people like, come on, it's cheap, you know, there's foundations for 20 kwacha and whatever, and then when you read some of those products, they were extremely harmful to my skin, extremely same thing happened to my hair. I've always had like long good hair, but I started noticing it was getting from bad to worse. I'll attach a photo just so you can see. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. But it was getting from bad to worse the more I was exposing it to heat. So I didn't even do like a big chop or whatever, like to, like, you know, go bold to start being natural again. I just transitioned. I just thought, you know what, let me treat my hair with like some tender love and care. And that's basically my point. I really just started trying to live a healthier life in all aspects. I'm someone who hates water, but I drink it. My body feels better even on the inside. And so many people would just see the outside. They think maybe I use like thousands and thousands worth of products. That's actually not the case. It's not. I just try to especially work within my means. It's just my personality, right? So I thought I might as well come here and help people who were a lot like me. I really found out there are many people who were like me or were interested in things that I was interested in. I had very few influencers that were Christians that I could follow, you know, and I mean that would have these moments where we can sit down and talk about certain things. One of my most impactful videos, one that has personally touched my heart, I'd say Finding the One, and I think the one on reconciliation, all those were very dear to me. And of course Waiting Till Marriage, because these are things I'd be asked all the time, and these are questions I had. I would be on YouTube for hours just trying to get answers to a certain place, really, like from people who are open. And I'll give an example of Waiting Till Marriage. It really touched me because most of the videos I'd watch, especially, it's frowned upon to wait till marriage because, you know, you need experience, this, that, we have hormones and blah blah blah. And it was very scary because most of the videos were, don't over glamorize the first night, it's horrible, it's painful, it's all of those things. And my experience wasn't that. So I just really wanted for that girl and guy out there to kind of, you know, also get what I didn't have. So that's really what the backbone of all of this was, just kind of giving people more of a healthy option, right? And you'd be wondering why. I mean, in this world, people are becoming more and more conscious and aware of better ways of living. That's not always true. It's not always true, ladies and gentlemen. We are living in a world with a rise of things like cosmetic surgery, and I'm not saying anything about that, like, you know, you do you. But personally, I still feel like you can be content because when the root of certain issues are not dealt with, they just keep sprouting all over again. So and that's why I talk, my first video is literally about dealing with insecurities, because it's something that is I've lived through, right? It's something that's a constant, really, like people go through it, and the word dealing was deliberate, because if something is not dealt with, it's going to continuously pop up. I'll give an example of I'm a mom, right? I am 7 months postpartum, and yes, I've been asked questions about it, like talk about what my postpartum journey was like. I will get into more detail, but allow me to just touch on it. It wasn't the easiest thing, and I never assumed it would be easy. So even in preparing for it, when my husband and I were having a conversation, I told him, look, I'm a very strong personality, right? I practice literally the things that I share here, like such as dealing with insecurity. So I don't know what I would look like after having a baby. I've always ever only looked one way my whole life. I can eat, and I have a huge appetite. I can eat and eat and eat, and my weight never changed or any of that stuff. So I told him, look, if I learned anything from the time I got engaged, people would always comment on my body, right? And I would block those things out. But another thing that worked was, you know, having someone in my corner, such as my husband, because he's someone who is, one of his tasks is to literally look at me and be attracted and whatever. So I told him, look, your opinion matters to me. So at that time, I'm not a needy person, but I would appreciate hearing your voice over most of these other voices. And he was such a superstar. He really was. And I'll talk about that more in the future videos. And even as we continue our relationship series, I just wanted to kind of come in and, you know, talk about this, what it has meant to me. So like healthy living, I have honestly seen the Lord do the most in people's lives, and this is just from feedback that I have received. I feel like I'll only ever know the true impact when I get to heaven and I'm face to face with God. But I've been brought to literal tears, and I'm tearing again from just how much people have been blessed. And I just, like, people have used some of these videos as courses to help teach people. People have used last week I received a message from a medical professional, a medical doctor, who had used one of my pregnancy videos to just see the other side, like to see through the lens of a patient and help treat someone who was going through something extremely traumatic. And how can you not cry? Because that's the whole point, just giving people a sense of community, giving people a different perspective and stuff. And I love it. I really love it. I never thought, in my legacy video with my mom, she actually said she never thought I'd be the child to do this. And I can relate, like, because I was always I'm an ambivert, you know. There's an extroverted side of me. I mean, I literally hit record and here I am. And there's another side of me, I spend a lot of time alone, and I love it. I don't have a problem with it, right? So I'm literally split in the middle. Or just seeing what this has done for people has been amazing. But I also wanted to come here and share with you what you've all done for me. Like, it's been amazing being there for people. It's also been amazing to see people just genuinely support your dream. The hardest thing, I think, for me with the thought of coming on YouTube was I didn't have the fancy equipment. I literally just have my phone and a ring light right now. And again, like I said, in the future I'll do a full video, some of the things you can use and blah blah blah. I'm here for you guys. But I really didn't have much. I didn't have you know, I didn't have this whole like concrete plan. I just had the Lord and I. It reminds me of a song I really love right now, which is Confidence by Mercy Chinwo. And she says, like, one with you is majority. And I love it because it's something that the Lord said to me on the 31st of December 2019, like as I was praying for my new year, and he just said, you and I are the majority. And I've never forgotten that. And it's a lot, it's a fuel to a lot of what I do, my personality, starting out businesses, doing this, doing that. I'm not really scared. Like, so even when I was starting out, people were like, videos sometimes can have 0 views. I just wanted to do it. I was also telling people I was pregnant. Like, now I knew, like, I was building a legacy. This thing was generational for me. I thought, what about the future? What about if my baby had questions? You know, she's a girl. I know what it's like. I love my mom. We have a strong connection. But there are certain things I don't necessarily feel like talking to her about, right? Or I talk to a friend and all of that stuff. I felt like, what's an indirect way I can still talk to my future children? An indirect way I can still reach out to my sister, my brother, who are teenagers right now. They don't necessarily want to sit and ask me questions. Maybe they are shy. And that was really the backbone of this whole thing. I just thought, if I only impact maybe, let's say, my inner circle, well and good, but I'm going to put it out there publicly. It's a ministry for me. It really is. a way to be there for my community. The Bible says we should be kind the most to those of the household of faith. So I knew like I was coming into this thing as a minority. Like people may never even click my videos, but my God, the things that you have done for me, every single one of you, the support that I have received, you can imagine putting yourself out there. I've put out to ask like what are some of the questions you'd like to know. Just the fact that people would respond, some of the personal testimonies I have received, from how much this has ministered to you, you have no idea just how much it has blessed me, how much it has brought health to my life, health to my soul, health to my spirit. I pray for you. I have come to, I'm fully invested in this thing. Like obviously you see over time a lot of things will change. As much as I can in the small things, I try to improve the quality of what I put out there, because I really do believe it's going to minister to you. I'm learning, still learning a lot of things, just so that because of how much I believe in this dream. You've made my dream come true, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you. And what's a YouTube party without, you know, the people, the reason for this whole thing? So I just thought I couldn't let the month end without me, like, you know, I initially thought like, should I do something, should I not, because I'm a festive person, right? I like to celebrate everything. I really do believe in celebrating everything. So, you know, happy birthday, healthy living with Christina Changwa. Happy birthday to every single one of you who've supported this. And I just wanted to come out here and say thank you for giving me this opportunity, and thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing, thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, thank you for subscribing. Like, you have no idea how much this means to me. I've just been talking for minutes and minutes, and I still don't feel like, you know, I've truly expressed. And then I'm going to obviously end with the star of the show, the Lord. I am grateful publicly, Lord. I am grateful for you believing in this girl, for you giving this girl a dream. I'm grateful for, like, the Lord has really been there. I've always considered myself a creative. I've always considered myself a creator. I literally do professional decor for like weddings, whatever, name it. I like to work with my hands and whatever, like, but this was a new take to that, and I'm just really grateful for the Lord believing in me. Like, it wasn't ever about subscribers. I saw myself as an influencer before the first person ever subscribed, and I'm grateful for that. Like, there are certain milestones I screenshotted, like that when I first hit 100 subscribers, I was in literal tears. I genuinely didn't expect any of that, but people have been truly supportive, and that's why I'm here to publicly say thank you. I'm grateful to my husband. I am blessed to be doing life with someone who genuinely supports me. I wish I could talk to my younger self and actually encourage her, like, look, you know, you never thought it was possible, but you truly married the man of your dreams. I just woke up one day like, I just want to do YouTube. And I took myself to the kitchen and I shot a video, and he's the one who was there, like, you know, you might want to try this, I may have cried that day, babe, but I'm still I listened. Here we are today. I'm grateful because he supports me in many ways. Like, every single thing I think I use, every single equipment I've used, sometimes I'm like, I just didn't like the quality of that. Literally, the fact that you're listening to me, this mic, all these are like random gifts he just walks in with. And I'm grateful for you. You've truly supported me. I just like to take this opportunity to give a public shout out to Emmanuel Mbewe. You are the GOAT. That's my social media manager. I just woke up one day, called him, like, look, I'm believing in this, and he researched, he name it, he's been in my corner, and I'm grateful to have embarked on this journey with every single one of you, my team, my advisor, my younger sisters, my mom, my name it. I'm very grateful to every single one of you who supported, and so thank you, and happy birthday to you as well, because I mean, we're doing this thing together.
My confidence is in you. is in you. I put my trust in you, trust in you. Jesus, I'm not alone. You're with me, you're with me. 'Cause one with you is majority.